What's good, y'all? We back with another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Justice. I'm a video game reseller. So got another little deal lined up, ready to zoom out. Cool little 30-minute drive, pick up this Xbox lot. As y'all see, we at the gas station filling up for the road. Much like last time, I just got off my main job at the school, but I'm actually blessed enough to say that I've been able to take some time off from my part-time job, so no more like trying to zoom around in between jobs like in a rush. So I cut that back from 4 days to 2 days. The income from reselling is actually what allowed me to make that move, and I feel like the extra time is gonna really allow me to turn up the business overall. Since I won't be working 50-hour weeks anymore, I'm gonna have a lot more time and energy just to myself, as well as to put back into, you know what I'm saying, investing into the business. So without further ado, y'all heard that joint click. I'm put that joint up and then get up with y'all once I get to the pickup spot. Alright, so while me not working my second job does free up all this time for me to go scoop up deals and do things for the business, it is at the worst possible time. So my 30-minute trip here turned into over an hour on the way back. But you know what I'm saying? Peaceful little drive on the back road, not gonna trip. Bro, when I say this joint got me going through the woods, yo, like I wish I would have recorded earlier, bro. They had me going straight over this little bridge, bro. Like it was only a 1-lane jump. Had to spam the horn, make sure nobody was gonna clap into me, but freak it, you know what I'm saying? We like halfway there, and cuz I'm not exaggerating, like look like we finally about to get it. Oh shit, y'all heard that? Hold on, bro, cuz I know my car is fucked up, but basically I had hit some shit in the road not too long ago, and they had, yeah, y'all see that joint like scraping type shit whenever I go on like a hill. But as y'all see, we out in the damn farm with it. I just wanted to check that joint, make sure it wasn't like worse than I already knew it was, because that wasn't sounding too good. But y'all see, we got the games right there. Gonna break them down in a little bit. And yeah, man, let me get up with y'all. All right, guys, so here we are, finally back at the crib. And I'm not gonna lie, that hour drive back definitely threw me off. So forgive me if I'm going through these a little bit quickly. Really just trying to show you guys everything we got, so I can, you know what I'm saying, get some listing done and then just relax for the rest of the night. So some real quick little context on the deal. Originally, dude that posted up these 25 OG Xbox games and was asking $125 for everything, which was a bit out of my price range. Usually for deals like this or bundles with a lot of games, I typically don't like to pay more than like $2, maybe $3 a piece, to stay within the margins I like to be in. But I had shot him a little lowball offer for 75 right when it went up, and he immediately declined that joint. So I pretty much just kept it moving, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking that we probably wasn't gonna come to an agreeable price, but flash forward to a couple of days ago, I had seen he had lowered the price to $100, right? And that's still more than I'd be willing to pay. But whenever you see something that's been up for a long time, that's a tip for you guys, definitely shoot them another offer, because it's like they obviously want to sell this stuff. Like they wouldn't have had it on Marketplace if they didn't, and it's not doing them any good just sitting in a box, you know what I'm saying? So I tried to shoot him a $80 offer this time, right? Like bump it up a whole $5. And dude was like, unfortunately not, what's it called? I got a couple people sending me like similar offers, so I'm gonna just keep dropping it like $10 by the week and until it goes, right? So I was like, damn, like it is some good games in these lot, but like I'm not trying to pay no $100. So I look on his page and I see he actually got these 360 games posted up, and I actually didn't peep them at first, but it had a $60 price that was crossed out to, I believe, 45. So still too much for me to pay, even though this one right here is worth like $40 alone, or actually more than that complete. But what's it called? I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, it was more than I want to pay, but it gave me the idea like, yo, would you be able to make any type of deal if I bought the 360 games too? And he was like, how about 125 for everything? And, you know, that sounded like a pretty good deal to me once I started pricing everything out. And honestly, like, when I had first, like, shot him a little offer, I didn't even really, like, do any comps on the stuff. I was just like, looks like some okay titles. Like, let's see if he wants to do a price, like, or, excuse me, wants to do a little deal for the 80. But actually having looked through everything, the 125 wasn't the worst price ever. But like I said, I paid 125 for everything. So it's pretty much like he gave me these for the $80, and then I just paid the 45 for, what's it called? Basically what he was asking for these joints. And I'm gonna go over everything now. If y'all think I paid too much, let me know in the comments. Honestly, it was more than I would have liked to drop on these. Like I said, I paid 125 for everything, which breaks down to, I believe, like maybe like $3.50, $3.60 a piece, something like that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get straight into the games. I'm gonna do the 360 ones first, just because it's less of them, so should be able to get that out the way pretty quick. And now let me just say this, I did price out everything before I copped it, but it was all really quick. Just put them in the price chart in. A lot of these games I actually never even heard of, so off top of my head, I'm not gonna know how much they are. I just knew the overall value. So with that being said, let's get into it. First off, we got for sure the best 360 game. Might even be the most expensive out of all these, to be honest, but we got The Simpsons, and this is honestly in perfect shape, complete in box. Not going to show you guys the disc, but it's virtually flawless, no scratches. So should be able to get like 45, maybe even close to $50 for this game. So super happy about that. And like I said a little bit before, that's what kind of made the deal make sense in my head. So he wanted 100 for these at first, and then like these was listed separate for 45. And he said if I cop these, he would basically give me the price I wanted to pay for these, everything for 80. So should be able to recoup all the 360 games just by selling this one. So that's pretty cool. This joint, I don't really know how much it's worth, probably like in between 5 and 10. Honestly, that's kind of the price range for most of these games. Really don't know how much they are individually, like I said off top. But moving on, Burger King joint, that's useless, I know that, or worthless I should say. Army of Two, another game in between like 5 and 10 bucks. Now this one's actually pretty cool. We got the Gears of War steel case. It's like super heavy. I believe this is actually worth like 20 bucks. It doesn't have the slip cover that goes over, but it does have the manual. I don't know what that is behind it, maybe some little stickers, but both the discs, little bonus joint. Should be able to get like 20 for that. Then we got Mercenaries. I remember this one is like a $10 game. GTA 4. And the best part about all this, and I honestly didn't know, they're all complete in box, or at least every single one that I've opened up so far. So yep, got the map in there. I sold one of these loose for like 5 or 6 bucks, but having the map and the manual should up that to like maybe 10. So happy about that. This is like a $5 game, a little double pack. Got Splinter Cell Conviction in between 5 and 10. And then we got Final Fantasy 13. So all these 360 games together, they had priced out to, I think, a little bit over 100 bucks. It was like 102 or something like that. So not too bad, especially since it brought the price of everything else down. But getting into the original Xbox games, and I'll go ahead and start on this side just because we got a banger up front. We got Whacked, and this is in perfect shape. Honestly, they're kind of all like very close to mint. Like you just got A little flaw in the manual there, but this disc is flawless. This should be like $35 score right there. Splinter Cell, this joint like in between 5 and 10 bucks, complete. We got Gauntlet 7 Sorrows. Now, most of the Gauntlet games, or let me say some of them, are very expensive. I remember a while back I sold, I think it was like Dark Legacy, Dark Alliance. It was something like that, right, on the GameCube. And that was like a $50 game. This one, not as lucky, like 10 bucks, but still should be able to sell relatively quickly. We got Munchie's Oddworld. Never played no Oddworld games. Don't know anything about this franchise, but this is like a $6 or $7 joint. Then we got Halo 1 complete. Really quick seller right here. Should be able to get like 8 bucks for that. Call of Duty 2, another $8 to $10 game. And you know what? If I don't say the price, I'm not gonna say $8 to $10 for every joke. If I don't say it, assume that's how much it costs. We got Brute Force, Need for Speed Underground. Here's a good one. I think this is like a $10 game, but a few videos back, y'all actually see me pick up Underground 2, also on the OG Xbox, and that one's actually still sitting in my store, surprisingly. Thought it would sell a little bit quicker, but what I might actually do is take it down and then bundle it up with this one. I think I got 2 listed for like 16, but people oftentimes are willing to pay a little bit more for like a bundled up lot. Like for one, maybe they just wanted to get both games and it's letting them get them both out the way with one purchase, but it also lets them save money on shipping, right? Since they're only going to get charged the same like 4 or 5 bucks. So should be able to price that up to like 30 bucks when I pair it with the other one. Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. This is actually one of the first games I ever played, bro. Wrath of Cortex on the OG Xbox. I played the PS2 version, which I think this one's a little bit better with it, but that joint is notorious for the craziest loading screens like you could imagine, bro. Like, I don't know if it was like my game eventually was just broken, but bro, like I would turn the game on, bro, go into the level and just leave the PlayStation, bro. Come back like an hour later, that joint is still not loaded in, fool. Like, and for that reason, I actually never beat this game as a kid. Had to come back in adulthood. Anybody else that played this definitely knows what I'm talking about, but sorry, I thought that would be a cute little anecdote right there. But fun game. Think it's like $13, $14, something like that. We got Nightcaster, 10 bucks plus. Pirates of the Caribbean, Mafia, Wolfenstein, Halo 2. This is like actually the only like real flaw I think in any of these games, which is just the broken case. So can't be too mad about that. We got San Andreas complete in box. Sold one of these that was disc only for like 10 bucks, I think, a couple weeks ago. So I should be able to get a little more for that one. 13, never heard of this game, but I think it's like $10 or $15. Here's a good one, the little double pack, Jet Set Radio. Finding Nemo, Sonic Mega Collection complete. This one I think is like 12 to 15 too. So that's a pretty good one. Tony Hawk 4, Gun, NFL Blitz, and Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Just to wrap things up, like I said, we ain't get nothing too crazy today. These two up front really the only ones worth some notable money. Wax and then The Simpsons. I should be able to get like $80 just for these two before fees. So that's pretty good. Like I said, we paid a total of $125 for all these games right here. I think it's like 33 or 34 total, which breaks down to like $3.50 or 60 cents. So a little more than my typical margins that I like to be in, or at least cost of goods, but can't complain based on what we got. A lot of these games, while they're not worth anything crazy, like they are still some decent titles that should sell pretty quickly. Nothing's really worth less than $5, and most of them are like closer to 10, if not more. I plugged everything into price charting, and it came out to, I believe, $384, which is some surprising revenue that I should be able to get off these. Still feel like I overpaid a little bit on the 125 for everything, but sometimes you got to pay up just to keep the business going, you know what I'm saying? And I still should be able to make some decent profit regardless. A lot took me longer to secure than I thought it would, as y'all know. In total, it was close to 2 hours driving. I believe like 1 hour, 45 minutes. So longer than I would have liked to go for something like this or a lot of this size. But nevertheless, I'm still thankful. Praise God for the forcing in the marketplace. And yeah, man, I'm going to get up with y'all on the next one.